Hello, hello. How's it going? I'm back for like 4 days, which is great. Hello, cheese. If you're still here. Alright. I am awesome. Alright, we got a lot to talk about. This is primarily just so that way I can put all of my reaction stuff into one thing. Granted, you all won't get like the pure unbridled reactions, but it is what it is. Stuff happens. Away from home, can't stream, stuff like that. But we got a lot of stuff to do today. Glad I got. Yo! Pearl with the $50. You're paying for my Switch too. That's crazy. Peak stream. Holy cow. I need to start making memberships. That's awesome. Thank you. That means absolutely a lot to me. All right. Anyways, let's get this moving, shall we? I can't believe Pearl just showed up and dropped $50 and didn't say anything. All right. So, first thing. That's groceries for a week. All right. So, first thing, before I say anything, I am very blessed to be able to get a Switch 2 for my birthday. So I have a pre-order registered. Everything's good to go. Just need to wait for Nintendo to release the actual pre-orders. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and walk through my reactions with this from like how I remember it. So we will just get started with the Nintendo Direct itself, the Switch 2 one. Alright, hopefully everything works well. If it's freezing up, let me know. I won't go through like the entire thing, but most of it. Alright. So I'm gonna save the Mario Kart World announcement for later because it's kind of just all the same thing. That will information. Yeah, I'm gonna skip the Mario Kart World stuff because everything that they announced at within like these 5 minutes was also announced here, which is really funny. Okay, so first of all,
look at some new experiences it offers.
First of all, game chat. I can't wait. I'm about to make memberships where... So, here's the thing. This is why I'm gonna start locking friend requests. Because doing game chat would be so funny. Doing game chat with chat. But I'm gonna start cracking down and maybe making like a membership exclusive thing. Just so that way it'd be really funny. Or maybe a mods thing as well, because I wouldn't talk if I did that. It'd be funny though. You can cuss me out for playing Splatoon poorly. Alright, but anyways, moving on. Alright, so game chat, cool feature. It's pretty much Discord. I think it's a nice addition. A lot of people would say just use Discord, bro, but the fact that it's all compacted together is what makes it really nice. Oh yeah, this thing, the camera. You can watch laggy Splatoon gameplay. Yeah. All right, so camera. So apparently this camera isn't exclusive. Like you can use other cameras, but this is just the Nintendo brand one. And there's a Piranha Plant one that is in like 480p as opposed to like this camera, which is 1080p, which is really funny. But that's about it for that. They spend way too much time on this, I feel like. Oh yeah, right, Game Share, which is pretty much just download play, which is really cool. Yep, and list of games, so that is really, really cool. Okay, this is the big thing. This is the big thing that was the most important, was the actual specs of the thing. Actually, would you guys like music, since I'm like skipping around instead of just watching the whole thing? Because like we can like put on some music if that's what you guys would like. It wouldn't be anything that's like... It'd just be like low fidelity and stuff like that. Tomodachi hype? Oh yeah. I forgot about that. I should make... part of me wants to make a Tomodachi life thing, like based on my subscribers. That'd be really funny. Yeah, I'll put on some music. Let me see. Give me a second. I love how I close my tab like y'all don't know what my Opera GX thing is. I have a stream playlist somewhere. Is it not here? Okay, we'll just do this. We will just do this. There we go. We love Zenless Zone Zero on this channel. Why is it based off your subs, though? You could just do Team Hero. I have a feeling it's going to be both. It could be both. I don't mind doing both Team Hero and subscribers. Alright. Let me just move this here. Okay. Alright. Okay, so 13.9 millimeter screen. I don't really care about that. Alright, this is the stuff we've been clamoring for ages. 1080p resolution and support, yep, up to 120 frames, and also 4K and docked. I think they mentioned that. Yeah, LCD and HDR. There's no way the difference is this crazy, right? I mean, I also have an OLED switch, so it'll probably be hard for me to see. Oh yeah, the magnetically attaching Joy-Con too. Okay, so I like this. The only issue is that means there's no Hall effect joysticks, which means they will probably drift at some point. Like, I heard people complaining about how they're not Hall effect, but considering the fact that the Joy-Cons themselves are magnetic, it makes sense why they're not magnetic joysticks, because then they just would drift. My ZZE account is still in its grave. I caved and pulled trigger last night, but I should still have enough for M6 Unagi. That is if I win every 50-50, which I just never lose, so... Yeah, so magnetic. I do like how they fixed that. Oh yeah, they had bigger SL and SR buttons. Oh yeah, the Splatoon killer. The Splatoon killer. Alright, how many people think that mouse controls are just gonna completely ruin Splatoon? I'm in the camp of I think it's gonna ruin it. It's not happening, bro. Absolutely. See, because, like, here's the thing. I've played way too many shooters where the PC controller divide has sucks so much enjoyment out of the game, especially if you play on controller. I don't think the stick position is way too weird for me. What's up, Fernaliz? It's been a bit. Yeah, like, the positioning is weird, but look at how janky it is. I suppose that is true. Just wondering if you're continuing your SFM thing? Yeah, if you saw my announcement, I'm continuing the next episode. There was a funny inconsistency I realized, that Rose's eyes in the gameplay, at least for the first section, were blue instead of green, so I have to redo the intro for the 3rd time. So I'll be doing that at some point. He just touches grass occasionally. Yeah, I'm a college student, so it takes a while. But don't worry. Within this next month, the next episode is coming out. Right now, we're just yapping about Switch 2 stuff. Alright, so anyways, will it ruin the game? Maybe. If Splatoon 3 gets a content extension with the extra Switch 2 enhancements, I will give it a try. See how I feel. But anyways, moving on. Improved speakers. I mean, cool. I play in handheld not very often, so new stand. Oh yeah. Battery pack. Larger and faster storage. So what was this? 64? No. 256. The really sad part about this is the fact that you have to get a new card for it, which I'll probably spend my own money to get. Oh yeah, right. This thing. So for ages, I feel like Hi for Elden Ring and Final Fantasy VII on Switch 2. Yeah, that is nice. But yeah, so this right here, new dock with 4K support. I have been asking for this forever. Like, don't make the dock just like something plastic that you could just theoretically plug your system into. Like, actually make it do something. And it does something now. It cools down your dang system. And it offers 4K support. Which is awesome. And I'm so glad they did that. And then compatible Switch 2 games, because not all games will be compatible. Probably like Nintendo, like, what was it called? Ring Fit Adventure. Alright, so many of you are probably wondering, I feel like there's something missing here. How much does the thing cost? We'll get to that in a bit. Alright, so this is funny. Okay, so you guys won't know the conversation I had with Disable about this. We're roommates this semester, so the Switch 2 would need a bigger fan, I feel. Even with the current Switch, heats much the docking near the fan. Yeah. So this one's funny. So I remember watching this. I'm going, oh, this is a cool little tech demo thing. I wouldn't pay money for it, but I probably won't have to worry about it because it'll probably come pre-installed with the game, right? I mean, with the system, right? It makes perfect sense. It shows what the system is about with a few little mini games. Shows you how everything works. And then available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2 as a paid digital game only. Like, what the heck, bro? The demo should be free. I was baffled by all of this. Me too. Well, this was the one I was most baffled by. I'm like, wait, why is it not free? Excuse me? Okay. So another thing, Switch 2 cards are different from Switch cards. And you have to buy a new, yeah, these don't work. You have to buy one of the, oh no, you have to buy an express card. Which I'll probably end up spending my own money on. So yeah, we can't use these. We can only use express cards, which are like 2 times as expensive, I think. Greedy but honest, they don't hide it from you. We'll get to hiding prices in a bit. Alright, so data transfer, simple. Oh yeah, right, Switch 2 Pro controller. I'm probably not getting this for a long time because it's just 3 extra buttons when my normal Pro controller works perfectly fine. I'll probably wait for like a special edition controller of like a game or something. Okay, June 5th, release date is not changing. That was confirmed. The pre-orders have changed. Alright, so Switch 2 edition games. Now, there's a lot of interesting debates about this. So let's talk about it for a second. So it's essentially just an expansion pack that upgrades your game to Switch 2 like proportions. Like the graphics are increased and maybe there's a little something extra. I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm okay with this, especially since we know the prices of it. So for each expansion it is $10, which just turns every $60 Switch game into a $70 one, which I think makes perfect sense. It's annoying you have to pay for it unless you have the Nintendo Switch expansion pass, Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass. Then you just get all of these for free, which I knew the value for the expansion pass was going to go up over time, but I didn't expect it to be like this much value. Like you get like 3 different DLCs now. You get a couple of things, which we'll also get to, and then also this. All right, what's chat think? Oh yeah, C button. You get C button and then like 2 like mappable buttons, which I'm not sure what I'd use those for. But yeah, so $10. They don't tell us, by the way. Like, they don't tell us about the pricing of these things, which is very interesting. And you have to do some digging to figure out the pricing of it. Yeah, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild does not come with its DLC, which is kind of sad. You have to still buy that separately. I feel like it would have been an amazing time to like get more Breath of the Wild copies sold by like putting in the DLC, but Nintendo's been making some really strange decisions this time around. Alright, so Zelda Notes is like a really cool add-on. Oh yeah, and then Kirby is just getting another expansion because Sakurai loves the consumers and wants to make our $10 actually worth it. And then Metroid Prime 4 is going to have a Switch 2 edition as well, using the mouse controls, which would be really funny. And 4K 60 Metroid will go crazy. And I can't wait for Splatoon to get its, what's it called? I can't wait for Splatoon to get its Switch 2 expansion so we can play in 120 FPS. That would be amazing. I don't know why Breath of the Wild needed an expansion, cause money. That's it. Cause they can do it and they can get away with it. Which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, so you have to get upgrade packs for these. But I think in here they say that other games won't need... Oh, guess not. But there will be other games that you don't have to pay for. Like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will be getting expansions. Well, not expansions, enhancements for free. But I'm a expansion plus online owner, so the prices of that don't really matter to me right now, so... Oh yeah, so, I saw this. I find it really funny. Like, how are we going to use this new mechanic? Oh, let's have a Paralympics basketball game. Which is interesting. Like, I wouldn't have thought this was a Nintendo game. Oh, yeah. So, this is a really funny thing, since we're moving on to, like, the third-party stuff. So, it's kind of just like... So they're kind of just like, what can we do to showcase the power of this system? What should we announce less? What should we announce next? Right? How about freaking Elden Ring? And I saw this, I'm like, oh my gosh. This is like the perfect thing to showcase. Yeah, we can play this game now. It looks like it was made by a third party. Exactly. But yeah, so how do we showcase the power of the system? Let's put freaking Elden Ring on it, and let's make it the first third party game that we show off. Which is so funny to me, and such a power move. Then we get Hades 2. Okay, so this is something that's really funny. So, I have Street Fighter 6 on my PS5. And I bought it because I thought I wasn't going to be... Because I just wanted to play it. And I thought I wasn't going to be able to play... And I knew I wasn't going to be able to play online because I refused to pay for PS Plus. And then this comes out. And I'm so upset that I bought it on PS5. Which is... I'm glad it's on here, but I have it on PS5 now. So, I'm making the decision to just buy it on Switch 2. Because paying for PS Plus for like a year is the price of Street Fighter 6 on Switch. So at that point, I might as well just get it on Switch and see if I can get a refund, even though I probably won't be able to. So yeah, that's fun. Also, funny button controls. And then it comes with, like, passes 1 and 2. Which is really cool. Also, the fact that they're releasing Amiibo is so crazy. Though it doesn't look like they're releasing, like, Amiibo figures of every Street Fighter character, because there's character cards as well. It looks like. I'm not sure if they're just showcasing all these characters of, hey, these will be Amiibo too, but they look like cards. Look, if they were releasing, like, characters that I cared about as Amiibo figures, then I'd get them, but I'm not really interested in Luke, Jamie, and Kimberly. Okay, so then there's Daemon X Machina that I don't really care about. Madden, Hogwarts Legacy. A few other things. Which one is this one? Oh yeah, right, Hitman. So Hitman, and then GoldenEye revealed exclusively for Switch 2. I played the original with disabled, and the controls were awful. So I'm curious to see how this is gonna play. Because this is a huge return to form. And I'm really excited about that. That's really cool. Okay, so Bravely Default. So I saw Square Enix, and I'm like, okay, surely they're putting Final Fantasy VII here on here, right? They wait on that. So then Yakuza 0, which is really cool. Okay, and then new Hyrule Warriors game. which is a canonical, essentially like side story to Tears of the Kingdom, which is really cool. Age of Imprisonment, which, yeah. I feel like I should have been expecting it, but I wasn't. I didn't think they were doing another Hyrule Warriors game. Oh, yeah, right. This. This. Alright, so I saw this, and I'm like, okay, we're in this, right? Surely Nintendo is gonna be nice to me, right? Surely they're not going to leave me in the dust, right? And for lack of a better term, throughout this whole section, they were edging me. Like, they're like, you know you want it. You want F-Zero GX so bad. You want it on this system so bad. Like, you want it so bad. And we know. You know you want it, and we know that you want it. And there it is. This is the thing I was the most excited for. I'm sorry. Because this means we have every single F-Zero game on Switch. Every single one. The original, X, the Japanese exclusive, GP Legend, Maximum Velocity, which that game is kind of bad, and then GX. And then we get F-Zero 99. So F-Zero fans are eating. F-Zero GX sold it. Yep, this one sold it for me too. I'm like, there's no reason why I'm not getting this a Switch 2 now. And I can play online with people. So if anyone wants to race me in F-Zero, you're getting cooked. I'm just saying. Alright, so GameCube controller, I already have one. It's wired, but... Oh yeah, right. I saw this, I'm like, Toby Fox, you sneaky little guy. There was no reason for him to show up here for this, but he did. With chapters 3 and 4. I can't wait for this, and I'm sure y'all can't wait for this either. We will be playing them live on stream as well, because I already played chapters 1 and 2 on stream, I think. No, I played chapter 1 as videos, and I played chapter 2 on stream. So, yeah. There was no reason for Toby Fox to be here, but he just said, you know what? What if I just release this game during, like, one of the most pivotal moments in gaming history? And I can't wait for this. This looks so good. Alright, so next is Borderlands 4. That wasn't something I care about. Civilization 7. Oh. Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay. So. Now it's time. Okay, so here's also something that's funny. So, this is the difference between Street Fighter and the other games I have on PS5. So. We're gonna get to it really quickly. Alright. So, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition coming to Switch. I think this is amazing. But I'm not as upset about buying it on PS5 as I am with Street Fighter 6. Because to be honest, I would rather play this on a PS5 anyways. Because it's just more powerful. And I already have it, so there's not much of a point. Like, it's awesome how it's on Switch now. But there isn't an incentive for me to buy it, since it's not like an online game or anything. Like, awesome, but I don't need it. And then finally Square Enix shows up again. And I'm like, alright, show me remake. Yep, I knew it. So then, and this is the same thing. I'm so glad it's on Switch, but I have it on PS5, and I don't mind having it on PS5. So for people who wanted to play this on a Switch, I am so happy, but I already have it on PS5. Okay, so now for the part that is the most replayed on the entire thing. And that's the shadow announcement of Silksong. And with this, the floodgates are open. Indie devs have released terror upon the world with Deltarune and Silksong in the same place. I saw this and I thought this is the most cruel joke that could have ever been told to the community. I'm not exactly interested in Silksong, but I've heard everything about it. And this is absolutely crazy. Alright, so then a couple other games I don't really care about. Oh yeah! And then Sony wanted microtransactions in Elden Ring games, and the devs were like, no. Get screwed. Our new game is exclusive on Switch too now. Sony was not kind to FromSoft, and FromSoft said, I bet you ain't getting the next Bloodborne. And then, just when you think all is said and done, Sakurai comes back with one of the biggest bangers to end a trailer. Kirby Air Ride. Which again, not really something I'm interested in per se, but I know its significance. And that's pretty much it. Now, you may be realizing that there's a strange lack of pricing information in this direct. Oh yeah, right, never mind. There's also the Donkey Kong game. I forgot about that. Which again, not for me, but cool. Alright, so now before we get into probably the biggest upsets, probably the biggest upset of our time, without knowing anything that we already know now, what did y'all think of this? Wow, 17 viewers on a Friday afternoon. What's up, everybody? Well, I guess this is a hot topic, so that makes sense. Alright, so, without anything that we already know, taking this as it is, what did you guys think? I think this is probably one of the best directs that we've gotten in a long time. The Switch 2 lineup near day one is absolutely crazy. And we've gotten pretty much everything we asked for. Like, literally, the direct as a whole was an 8.5 out of 10 for me. That's a fair assessment. It's because the thing is, and I don't understand what people are complaining about with this system itself, because all that we asked for was a more powerful Switch. And that's what we're getting. So when people are complaining that it's too little, it doesn't make much sense. Wow, I just went from 17 to 3, like... That's crazy. Like, everyone left. That's so funny. It was a wild direct, but a good kind of wild. Exactly. But then we get into the unfortunate side. So, this is where the controversy starts. They do not tell us the price during the presentation. Instead, you have to look for it yourself. And you have to scroll for a while. Until finally you can get to the purchasing stuff. So this is where it tells us, I believe. Yeah, they wanna cover it up because it's all over. Oh, 24 races to start? That's good to know. I want to look at that later. Before finally, at the very end, $79.99. $80 digitally. And $90 physically. There's like 3 asterisks too. I don't know where... Additional accessories, additional games, manufacturers, okay, yeah. So yeah, this is essentially where it starts. I'm fine with the prices. I mean, you're the one who donated $50 at the start of this chat, so I can see why. I guess 500 bucks before like a year ago. I thought it was gonna be 400 for Switch 2, but yeah. I hope they don't put it separately so they charge more because of sudden inflation. Yeah, so this is the base game of Mario Kart World, and it's $80 digital, $90 physical, which people lost their minds about. Like, here's the thing. I can understand the system, the price of the system itself. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to the... Yeah, how to buy. So... Oh, yeah. This is my pre-order. Okay, so... It's $450 for the Switch 2 normally. And then $500 with Mario Kart World. So... Those two prices are fine, I think. I think $450 for Switch 2 is completely reasonable, and then this one. I think it's primarily the price of Mario Kart itself. That was the main issue. And then the expansion packs. Because, do they tell you the price of the expansion packs? I think they do somewhere. Let's see. Let's look again. More about the game. Joy-Con. Oh yeah, the express cards. Where do they show the... Oh, you're right. Then there's also this. Oh, no, that's not what it is. That's something else. Whoops. Text specs, game chat, game share, game compatibility. Let me see if I can find it. See, this is what people had to do, by the way. Okay, Switch 2 edition games. Oh yeah, right, in ZA. Yeah, that's awesome. They don't even show the prices on here? Hold on. My Nintendo Store. What? I thought those prices were already put out. Guess not. Wow. Okay, so you get the idea. You guys get the idea. You have to dig for this stuff, which is really sneaky. It's 20 per game, but Switch Online gets them for free, I think. Yeah, it's been floating around between $10 and $30, but I think the confirmed price is 10. But yeah, but Switch Online expansion pass members get it for free, which again, if you have a Switch, you're probably gonna buy online anyways, so you might as well buy the expansion pack because there's so much value in it now. Okay, so all of that I've just did already shows why people are ticked off. So then there's all this PR stuff going on, and they mentioned, well, during the Mario Kart World Direct, we will show you how it's worth $80. And we'll just watch this together. We'll just turn off the music and we'll just watch this together. So that way, we can discern for ourselves if it's worth $80. I mean, my answer's kind of, when did they say that? I never heard that. So let me see if I can find it. Granted, it's probably different from region to region. Let's see. So where's this from? Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see. We can look for that. Description at bottom of package. Look for Switch 2 game title. Retailers, official My Nintendo Store, or eShop. Okay. I'm glad. See, this is why I like AI. It highlights what I'm looking for. Okay. So is it here? It's online. Okay, upgrade packs. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this is the question. Where do they get this? That's the interesting thing. So it's a third-party spot saying it'll cost 10 for each. Where they get that, I'm not sure. But this is still like what I mean. It's not confirmed, and that's also part of why it's frustrating. Then the Mario Kart World Drive was just to point out the differences between Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart World. Yeah, we will get to that. All right, so but here's the issue though with that cheese is they were essentially hiding behind this direct saying, oh, this will justify why it's $80. But for someone like me, who has essentially scoured as much footage as I can, I think most of the stuff that is in here we already knew about. So we'll just watch it together. So we'll just watch it together, and then I'll just give my thoughts on it, like, primarily, after. Because I did also want to watch it again, so.
Start your engines.
One thing I do want to mention is that the music in this direct is really good.
Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world. Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them. There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you. Here we go! Courses are found
Live chat
throughout the
replay is
world,
not available for this
inspired by
video.
their surrounding region.
Gee, I wonder why.
Let's take a look at some of the new
Mario Kart
courses
World
to
looks great,
explore.
it does.
Ride the
Why did they not
Bridges
name the
Road
cow
to Mario
Moo Moo
Brothers
Cow?
Circuit
Yeah.
and cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the sights and structures of Crown City.
Oh, let me do
You can even
this.
soar in style down Main Street. Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty
Alright, I mean,
Salty
so,
Speedway
we haven't seen this
and
track
make a
before.
splash around the city's canals. Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
Okay. Alright, my $80 price point is justified.
This will
Hold on.
return-
Let me go back. Let
Different
me,
stats, so make sure to find the combo that best
let me
suits
just,
you. Just don't
You know what, guys? I take it back. Hail Nintendo, hail Nintendo, hail
stay
Nintendo.
cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
Hold on, let me, Hail Nintendo, hail Nintendo, hail Nintendo. Aurora Rosalina is back. Completely justified $80 price tag, people. Hail Nintendo.
Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
I'm joking, by the way.
Have a spirited
I'm glad it's back, though.
showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema. It's a whole new kind
This
of
track does look
drive-in
really
theater.
good.
And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory,
This is peak, though.
Peach Beach, Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here.
Alright, so the funny part about that, specifically with Mario Circuit, is that they combine Mario Circuits 1, 2, and 3 into one track. So 3 of the returning courses are just Mario Circuit, Mario Circuit, Mario Circuit, which is really funny.
Now, they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night. Race as familiar characters like Mario,
Oh my gosh, it's Mario! That's why the game's $80. It's because it's Mario. Now, you may think I'm joking when I say that. But in reality, that's probably true. It's because it's Mario Kart that it's $80. Anyways.
Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi. Plus, new drivers like Goomba.
I will admit, Goomba is peak, though. I will I'm not sure if I'll play as every character, but I will definitely play as some of the joke ones sometimes, because I will be playing this on stream, by the way.
And that's right, Cow!
Cow.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you. There are two main styles of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour.
Alright, chat. Which ones do you think you're going to play more?
In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate.
I'm playing Knockout mode. That looks way more fun.
Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles along the way.
It's just a straight
Try to
line.
stay clear. And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot.
Knockout, yeah.
In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit. While the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City. For the first time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
There's a theory going around that Rainbow Road is going to be so big it's like its own track. Like Rainbow Road itself will be so big it will be like traveling to like a bunch of different tracks in like a Grand Prix.
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the
Also,
world
it's kind of
to the
cool
other.
how they took some of the tracks or like the cup titles
You've
from
got to
8 Deluxe
place
and use them
if
in
you
the
wanna stay in the race.
rallies.
Speed towards
Also, I think that was
checkpoints
the
throughout
Sprinter
world.
from Wii.
If you don't make
Or at
the
least a
cut,
version of
you're
it.
out of
I
the
really
running.
like the Sprinter, even though the cart was apparently really bad.
Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first place. Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out.
New, in quotes. No, they're not new. All of them are returning items.
Coin shell.
Okay, except for that. No, isn't the coin shell in Tour? Also, B Dasher mentioned, my beloved. Imagine if Rainbow Road was like a smaller track, but like interesting way to fast travel between places. None because I simply refuse to play this game. Wow. Rainbow Road was like a smaller track, but like another interesting way to fast travel between places. Yeah, I don't remember if Coin Shell was in Tour. I feel like it was.
Coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first.
Yeah, I think it is.
Ice Flower. With the Ice
Also, second Aurora Rosalina mentioned.
Flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim
That's
the hammer
also
at
from
an
Tour.
arc. And nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off rivals. Mega Mushroom.
That's from Wii.
With the Mega Mushroom, go big so your rivals will go home. Feather.
That's from
Use the feather to
SNES.
jump up and avoid attacks.
Which I think bringing the feather back specifically for this game for main races is a really good idea. Just because there's a lot of places you can go. With like its open track design. Okay, this is like the only new item actually.
Transform. What other mysterious effects will happen? You'll have to see for yourself. The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it. And And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way. These include smart steering, which helps you stay on the course.
Ah, yes.
Tilt controls.
The control scheme
When
for
you hold the
babies.
Joy-Con
Which,
to
I forgot to
the
mention.
throttle.
Oh my gosh. The Nintendo Treehouse playing Mario Kart World nearly gave me, like, brain damage, bro. They were all using smart steering. Oh my gosh, bro. Like, anyone else watch the Treehouse for Mario Kart? It was...
And use motion controls
I
to
was
steer.
it did its job. It made me want to play the game, but because I'm just like so much better, or I will be.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look! It's a drive-thru. Here at Yoshi's,
I will admit, no one expected this to be just a boost item that gives you a costume.
take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal. Eat some sushi and whoa, nice threads. Once unlocked,
Okay, so this is one of the things that a lot of people have an issue with, and I do too, is why aren't these just part of the same character? Like, why can't it just be you select Mario and then you choose which costume you want? Why does it have to be like a separate
these
Mario?
outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
Like, I don't get it.
Who knows
I don't
what
get
dishes or
the
outfits you'll find. Make a pit stop and check out these
like, I don't
drive-thrus
get who
all
made that
around the world.
decision.
That was a nice detour. Now let's get back to the action.
All right,
Let's
so this is
introduce
probably
some
the
new
best
tricks
part of the
that'll help
direct.
you ace each race. Charge jump. You can now use a
This
charge
one
jump
feature.
by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump. Use this to leap over obstacles.
Like, this is probably the best part of the whole. Like, this is its selling point. This is its anti-gravity.
And dodge attacks from your rivals. And if you jump toward
This
the
is its
wall,
anti-gravity, and it literally just looked at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and said, yeah, we can do better. We can make you anti-grav anywhere.
chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like this. Ah, so close. Almost there.
If you
Whenever
use
this happens,
rewind,
be
you're a
kind
coward, by the way.
and rewind.
I'm just joking.
This will return your vehicle to its original position.
At least there's, like, a
Nice,
consequence
made it.
to it.
This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course.
Like, that's actually good driving.
Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
Also, it's only in single player. It's only in the single player mode, so.
Want to take a spin in even more races?
Wow.
In time
B-Dasher
trials,
mentioned
it's
again.
you against the clock. Here you can
I
race
never
without
really
any
got into the
competitors.
time trial scene, so
And
it's nice,
if
I
you
guess,
go
for
online,
practice,
you
but
can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world. Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race.
yeah, this was the thing that
use
made
the
me
classic
that
rule
like
set of-
this relieved my fears of us not being able to just do 3-lap races. Charge jump is just Squid Surge. I think we're a bit too Splatoon pilled. But yeah. But it has more use than Squid Surge ever did. So,
Of running 3 laps within the same
because the
course,
map is actually
or
designed
you can
around
choose to
being able to
drive the
use it,
distance from one
unlike in
course to
Splatoon
another.
3.
You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour. Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
This is really nice. I really like the
And get
UI
ready
of
to
it,
put
too.
the pedal to the metal.
Like, I like how this looks.
Next up, Battle Mode. Pop off locally or online in Balloon Battle. Use items to burst
This
your
part
rivals'
is
balloons.
probably the most
Pop them all and your
unfortunate
rivals
part.
out. And
Because they only have Balloon Battle and Coin Runners for no reason. Though they have Big Donut back, which is cool.
Enjoy whatever drives you.
And then free roam.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem. Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert. Or jump off from
This is the second time they threw a penguin off a cliff, by the way.
You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world. Hey, there's a P-switch over there. Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions. By completing them, you can hone your
This
driving
doesn't
ability outside
specifically
races.
matter to me, but it's cool.
There are also hidden coins, hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore.
I'll probably just play it
Also,
like in the
during
car if I'm
free roam,
bored.
You can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose. Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate and nice. That one's a winner. If one person has Mario Kart World,
Also, I love how it's 30 FPS in
screen on the same
multiplayer, it looks like.
The game also supports local
The UI
wireless
looks
play.
really nice, though.
Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way. And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
Yeah, we'll be playing online Knockout Tour. That's what the streams of this game will be, online Knockout Tour.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you. Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location. Battle or race with
Aurora
custom rules.
Rosalina again. This is either the third or fourth
Go
time.
for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
It's as if they know.
You can also take photos together along the way, if that's more your speed.
And game
With
chat.
Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out. Nice. Are you kidding me? All right.
Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screens. If you have a Nintendo Switch 2
Yo.
camera,
I'm about to connect my camera.
enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by?
Alright,
Wait, who just
who's
passed
using a
me?
camera?
You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye. And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces. Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
The fact that they didn't even talk about multi-tricking is crazy, by the way. I just realized that.
Just around the corner in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Also, this is crazy, by the way. Limited time production through fall 2025, available while supplies last. It's not even going into the holiday season, by the way. So if you want this bundle as like a gift, you'll have to buy it like during the fall. Like before the end of fall. And that's it. So I felt really underwhelmed by this because Nintendo themselves said there was going to be something in this direct that was going to justify the $80 price point. Or at least something extra. Like maybe the $10 was sort of like a down payment for like free DLC down the line, which they're going to do DLC. I'm 99% sure. But they didn't show anything. Well, they didn't show many things that were new. It's just hundreds of P-switches and panels. And a battle mode that's, while better than Mario Kart 8's on the Wii U, it's still kind of lackluster. But I mean, I don't really play battle mode anyways, so. So yeah. Oh my gosh! 100 is crazy. Wow, wow, I can't even speak. Fern with the 100. Have to go for good luck and fun on your streams and have a couple of US bucks to buy yourself some cookies or something. Wow, thanks for that. Have an awesome rest of your day. Wow. You finna be rich with this one? Sorry for not being... Oh, it's 5 US? Okay, that's fine. Either way, thank you. That is very much appreciated. Okay, because it said MX dollars, so I wasn't sure what that was. But that is very much appreciated still. Thank you. Alright, so yeah. Bottom line is, and I think I said this really well when I was talking to Disable about it. It's kinda a direct for normies. For people who watched the direct but didn't watch Treehouse gameplay. But for the majority of us who are Mario Kart 8 veterans, some of us have been playing Mario Kart ever since we came out the womb. Me. It's kind of just things we already knew about if you went around and scoured the internet for as much gameplay footage as you could from content creators, from Treehouse, stuff like that. So, I don't know. Do you guys think that this direct was how they justified the $80? Because I don't think it does. I think this was just a reiteration of what we already know. But I think the game itself... See, I think what the issue for me is that they put everything on this direct instead of just letting the game speak for itself. Because I think the game in and of itself, I think, is $70, $80 is fine. If the price went down, would that be nice? Yes, but after watching it back and not treating it... So this is the thing. They put expectations on us, so we were disappointed. But if they didn't say that this direct was going to be the justifier for the $80, then I thought it would have been fine. I thought it would have been great. I love the new tricking features, and I'm glad that versus racing is still a thing where I can just race on the track that I want. But without a doubt, free channel, without a doubt, no good game, no doubt, but not 80 good. Yeah. It's not to me, but I feel like it's an overview. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like I was disappointed when I first saw this, but looking back, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. So now we're here to today. What's up, Spike? You'll probably have to rewind the stream since I saw that you wanted to hear my thoughts on things. So you'll probably have to rewind it later to see what I had to say about stuff in post. Yeah, so now we're here at today, where there was so much hype for this system. We've gotten pretty much everything we asked for. Some people thought it was underwhelming, but I mean, people are going to be negative about everything for no reason. And then the hidden prices, the $80 price tag. The fact that welcome tour is $10. Like, all of these things have just completely overshadowed the release of the system, and it's really sad. Being negative about everything is awesome. Yeah, it's like, and this is one of the things I was talking about, I feel like as a content creator and as someone who's online now, it's really difficult to enjoy things. And it even comes with Honkai Star Rail too, with like its 2nd anniversary. You guys may not know about it, but like there's like been a whole controversy with like that character, and it's just, you serious? Yeah. Like, it's really difficult to enjoy things online, especially nowadays. And then it's like, well, you're a bad person because you're feeding into the greed of Nintendo's greed. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, it's just some metal and pixels on a screen. And like, if you can't afford it, then that is unfortunate, but we can't have everything. Granted, I say this as someone who has pretty much already guaranteed their pre-order, so you can take that as you will. But it just feels like that my fun is ruined by literally everybody else. I think the way to help remedy the $80 is a VR feature. Imagine imagine using the wheel to drive a Mario Kart World VR. That would be cool. But I don't think Nintendo's going to invest in VR after Nintendo Labo. Somehow you hit 1K? Wow, congrats. I'm still trying to reach it, but I've been really busy, so I haven't had time to upload videos. But yeah, bottom line, do what you want. Like, don't let anyone else, like, tell you, like, what you can and cannot buy with your own money or money that's given to you. Or like gifted to it. And do your own research if you can or if you want to. Especially during this season with Nintendo, where they're practically hiding prices from us at this point. Which is really sad. Because I thought this was going to be like one of Nintendo's greatest releases since the Switch. And it's turning out that's not going to be the case, especially with, like, tariffs hitting the US and the UK. Sorry for that. That's our bad. If you live in the UK, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with the stuff going on with the US right now. But yeah, at the end of the day, and this is the thing. Like, we can complain about it all we want. I'm also excited for free roam in Mario Kart, though I'm a bit disappointed about the price. I mean, I have enough, but still that's too much. Yeah. And I think the issue, for me at least, is because we just got comfortable with $70 being the mainstream, and Nintendo's like, what if we do 80? What if we raise you 10? And that's not even counting if that price is based as like a tariff shield, or if that was the price determined before the tariffs were announced. So, I'm not sure. So, yeah, it's really unfortunate that everything's just been overshadowed by money, greed, you know, the usual things. And non-consumer friendly practices. But Nintendo hasn't really been consumer friendly for the most part for a while. Don't worry about it. Pre-orders on the Switch 2 start on the 24th of April. Oh. Cool. I didn't know that was, I didn't know that was confirmed. Awesome. So I'll just snag my copy and that'll be the end of it. Though, by the way, that is also all I'm getting for my birthday. But, hey. You realize something, Spike? What is it? But yeah, so at the end of the day, you can continue spamming drop the price in chat if that's your idea of making a statement. I'll have chat disabled during any other live streams of this game or something. Not during mine, because I don't think my chat is like that. Just if Nintendo releases any more like videos on Mario Kart World before the game comes out, I'm probably just gonna ignore the chats and the comments. Because I'm so sick of it, honestly. Like, can't I just enjoy the fact that we're, like, finally on the, like, around getting what we want? And, like, we have to pay a price for it, but at least the Switch makes sense. Sony company is better because they made their fans, but as for Nintendo, they keep disappointing their fans somehow. See, Sony's working up. Nintendo's tearing itself down. That's pretty much what it is. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We can't really do much about it now. It's like our voices have already been heard. It's kind of up to Nintendo to see what they do. I hope they don't raise the price. And then direct most people spam lower the price multiple times. Yeah, that's all they did for the most part. But yeah. Hopefully the price isn't raised. If the price is lowered, that's nice. But I think that the prices are going to stay the same. I think that's the lesser of two evils here. I'm not going to put it past Nintendo to keep the price the same. I don't think they're going to lower it. But yeah. Alright. I'm not sure. Hopefully it is raised. Oh my gosh, Pearl. Don't you dare. But like, if the price is raised, if the price is raised, I'll be upset. I will be too. Like, literally, it will probably be like the worst launch. It'll probably be like the worst launch since like the Wii U if the price is raised. And that's bad. But yeah. Alright, so we've got extra time, but at the same time though, I'm not sure if I want to continue, because this stream was primarily just about Nintendo stuff. I will be streaming again on Sunday though, where we can play games. We'll probably go back to Splatoon 3 and then maybe play some Zenless Zone Zero. We've got some catching up to do. Or maybe Zenless first. I don't know. Do we want to play something, chat, or you think we're good for today? I mean, if you are going to continue the stream, I suppose you could just chat with the viewers about random nonsense. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could play something. But no, I'm good. Alright, we'll play something for like a couple more minutes. And then we'll end stream. Actually, we could play Zenless. But at the same time, though, it's much more difficult to set up my PlayStation for streaming as opposed to Switch. Because I do want to check y'all's Zenless accounts, just because I like doing that and it's funny. Actually, more like you should play Splatoon. Yeah, probably. Also, I forgot to mention, I pulled trigger last night. My brother convinced me it was a good idea. Considering the fact that I had like 320 pulls in Polychrome. So if I win every 50-50, I should get my M6 Yanagi. But I lost my guaranteed, so I need trigger. Bro, Trigger GUN is such a fun team. Like, actually. I only have 80 pulls right now, saving for Vivian. Splatfest keeps getting rigged, I tell you. I saw the results of that. I swear, playing Splatoon is like such a novelty for me now. I like hardly play it. Is everything connected? Looks like it. You know what? Since we're probably just gonna yap about stuff, we could just play side order. We'll just do that. That sounds fun. After Pearl screwed over my last run, willing into existence that I was gonna lose. So I banned her for like a minute. Honestly, deserved. I hope Splatoon 4 makes only 2 teams like Splatoon 1 and 2. I am so glad Splatoon didn't make an appearance. Well, Splatoon 4 at least. Because I did not want another rushed game. How rude. What have I ever done to you? I mean, at this point, Pearl, you're kind of like immune to being permanently banned because you give me money. So yeah, that's right. You give me money, you're immune from being perma-banned. So if I ever ban someone who gives me money, it's only like for a short amount of time. Because I want you to keep giving me money, obviously. Alright. Anyway. Yeah, let's play side order. If I'm immune, then I'll just start breaking the rules. Okay. Okay, Pearl, don't do that. You have to go work. Aw, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm glad you were able to stay for the majority of the stream, Cheese. Hopefully you'll be able to come back on Sunday and we can, I don't know, probably do Zenless or something. I don't know. When I play Zenless or Splatoon, one of the two, or maybe both. I don't know. Again, I still won't be doing I make Splatoon Gmod content. Oh, that's cool. I'm off Sunday, so I should be good. Awesome. It'll be the same time, from 12 to 3 most likely. But yeah, we'll play some side order and Yap. So if anyone has any other like questions or comments about what they thought about the direct and like what they thought about the direct or like things that they hope. Things that they hope for the Switch 2 and stuff like that. Yeah. See ya, Cheese. Have a good shift. Rose and side order? Ooh, spoilers for Team Hero, my bad. I hope you don't complete this run. Okay. I probably won't complete this run, but we'll see. Alright. Oh, it's a tower. But yeah, I really hope that Splatoon 4 gets a content extension, and the Switch 2 version is like the best way to do it. Is it locking weapons behind a paywall? Maybe. I don't know. I hope they don't do that specifically. Maybe just like, maybe just make it a free content extension and then like an endless tower mode in Side Wars. If the Splatoon fans will roar Splatoon. The Splatoon fans will roar if Nintendo did the Switch 2 edition of Splatoon 4. I feel like... That's so tempting. Ink damage would be so nice, and just double. Let the games be $100 for Switch 2. Alright, Pearl. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean everyone else can. This is such a difficult choice. Guess we gotta go for the value. But, yeah. Like, the thing is we already have two, yes it does. Oh, I think I said that wrong. Just because you afford it doesn't mean everyone else can. Oh, no, I said that right. But yeah, I hope that there's a... Oh, my controller's about to die. I can't wait for it to die mid-thing. Just get money. Just don't be broke, lol. But yeah. I hope there's a... Splatoon 3 version, Switch 2 version. So that way the mouse control... How I'm still in college, exactly. What is it? Like, I do hope there's a Switch 2 version of Splatoon 3. Primarily just so that way the devs have more time to make Splatoon 4. So that way they don't feel like they have to rush it out like the rest of the other two games. I will admit, having a lot of damage on this charger is going to be very helpful in the long run. I just have to aim. Or just rob people. This is a decent run today. I'm surprised. And I'm terrified. Yeah, what else? I can kind of just... Oh, I don't have enough range. Oh yeah, right. I'm still waiting for my Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, ports. I'm literally Pearl Splatoon. I'm loud, I got money, and I am somewhat short, but no, I do not have a big forehead. I mean, that's also why we call you Pearl and why you've always used a Pearl profile, so... All I need is just the Marina equivalent, and I'll have the IRL off the hook in my chat. Which would be really funny. Oh yeah, right. Mario Kart World DLC down the line. Wait, if I'm Pearl, doesn't mean I like girls? No, Marina's the one that likes girls. Pearl's completely oblivious to any romantic advancements. Remember, it was Marina who dive bombed on Pearl at the end of Octo Expansion. Pretty sure it's both. I just see Pearl as like being oblivious to it. Oh, am I cooked? Keep running. Oh, I'm cooked. Oh well. Charger diff. Well, I can probably just play it again. But yeah. Mario Kart World DLC. Personally, I think it would be really... That's 234 pearls to restart that? That's mad. Play it again and die again. But yeah. I would love to have the Splatoon characters again. The only problem is that the character models are like vastly different in Mario Kart World, so I'm not sure. Hawk is such a baddie. Also, I guess I can just say this now. You guys can't believe how excited I am to start learning Blender for Team Hero. Will it solve all my problems with Source Filmmaker? Probably not. Because maybe some of it is also just skill/animation issue. You should really start making more Hawk posters. As Team Hero goes on, Hawk will show up more. Hawk is just taking a back seat right now. Or is he? Also, when Switch 2 drops, I'm probably going to stream for like 6 hours for like 2 days straight. The only question though is, will it just be Mario Kart, or do we also play all of Deltarune again? Because I only played Chapter 2 on stream. Right, and that stream was really fun. Though I don't think playing all of Deltarune will take 6 hours. Play all of Deltarune? Yeah. If the stream is Deltarune, if the stream has Deltarune, it's a peak stream. Alright. Yeah, so we'll spend a day, and we'll just play all of Deltarune when that happens. And then we'll just continue from my personal save file. Am I cooked? Barely. I'm back. You were just eating dinner. I forget you're like in a completely different like country. Despite, I mean, all of your streams are peak. It's just that Deltarune would make it double peak. Oh, I appreciate the compliment. Also, this is completely cooked. Just because you appreciated it, I take it back. That's crazy. I really thought I was one of those depressed streamers who thought they weren't good enough. I mean, I do feel that way sometimes, but it's more because I don't deliver on Team Hero as much as I would want to. Get away from me, please. This is so tough. You know what? This is the strat. Oh, I'm dead. I am dead. That's what I get for choosing a hard level. That was royally cooked. Yeah. It's really just Team Hero. Though I know I've been going through like a channel rebrand recently. I'll probably end up doing another one later on down the line. But that's probably going to be like a more business type thing. Like instead of it just being like me, since it's also kind of hard to find because my username is kind of easy. I was thinking I'd just name it to like Team Hero Productions and make it like in editing, like a animation channel. I'm not sure though. Because I'd also want to make a logo, but in order to do that, I kind of want to have like human versions of like Matthew, Marcy, Rose, and Hawk. Just so that way, like, it's not, like, based off of Nintendo's property. Like, I've been thinking about it for a while. Hawk mentioned. Like, that would probably be the ideal situation. So that way I'm not, like, drowned out in the algorithm by people playing a Mario Odyssey. No, a Mario 64 fan game with Mario Odyssey mechanics. Whatever it is. That way it's also unique, it's original. I would just have to make the logo, essentially. I tried to do something I shouldn't there. Sure. But yeah. So, anything else about the Switch 2 that you guys want to talk about? I mean, that's kind of what this stream is supposed to be, but I've pretty much gone over all the stuff I wanted to talk about. Those theme gives me the 2024 nostalgia for some reason. Huh. Just make the Switch expensive enough that literally no one can purchase it. The most premium system ever. $500,000 system. I want people to be sad. I see. The thing is that people won't be sad, they'll be angry. I really hope my controller doesn't die, like, mid-thing. So, low-key, I should probably start charging it soon. Up to Switch 2 brings not only GameCube, but Wii. I feel they're gonna do DS before they do Wii. Charge it, bro. What's up? I love it when people are angry. Do you rage bait, Pearl? I feel like you do because you've tried to rage bait me before. No. But yeah, Disable, we've already gone through all of my like thoughts about the Switch 2 and the pricing, and we literally just covered pretty much everything in like the span of an hour. So now I'm just yapping and talking about side order. I mean, it is funny watching people that you don't know anything about, like, rage about something that is ultimately out of their control in the first place. There was something to be said for watching people spam drop the price in chat futilely. Also, now I should spam, don't. I should totally spam, please don't. I should definitely spam. No! Don't do it! That's bannable behavior, it'll put you on timeout. I don't want to send you to the timeout corner, Pearl. I will spam. If you do, Pearl, I'll send you to the timeout corner. What if I want to be sent to the timeout corner? What if I didn't run? What if I wanted them to kill me? What if I wanted them to try? What if I actually like it there? I've never been banned on a YouTube channel before, so I don't know what it looks like. Gamble time. My YouTube kicked me out. So that's what it does. Alright. Let's charge my controller before something bad happens. Like that. One fact in my Splatoon Gmod content is I use my voice for my OC and some dialogue. But if you do time me out, I'll easily get you canceled. That's crazy. Awesome. Yeah, I hope the Switch 2 ends up having a successful launch dead stream. Well, yeah, because the topic of my stream has already been done. So, naturally, after I finish doing what I set out to do, the stream dies off. Does Pearl bother you a bit? Pearl can be a bit of a troll, but it's fine. Like, look, I don't mind trolling in chat. Like, good, like, as long as it's, like, good-natured fun and not really, like, offensive or anything. People are just so mean. I mean, it's what I get for having my audience catered towards adolescents who are just probably going through a lot in life and just want an outlet. Which, I mean, I don't mind being that safe space. That's honestly partly why I wanted to stream in the first place, is because there aren't really a lot of places for, like, teenagers just to be teenagers in, like, chat rooms. And like other communities. It's either like, this is either an adult channel or a children's channel. There's not really much of a place in between. More like an adult in my point of view. I mean, I am creeping up on that age, but there's something to be said about growing up with your audience. But I feel like I'm already like, I feel like I started YouTube later than like your average popular YouTuber, so. I don't know. But I mean, at the same time, though, dirty jokes kind of like are timeless. It's just that teenagers find them funnier because in a lot of cases they're struggling with those types of things in real life. Alright, anyways, first major improvement of the stream. Maybe the vending machine will have something good for me. Bigger bullets. If I can get a fire rate up or attack up, that'd be nice. I don't think that's a good thing on a rapid fire weapon. But yeah, I think we'll probably either finish this run or die, and then I think we'll end stream. Is it alright if I make Team Hero in Gmod? I mean, that's fine. As long as you kind of, like, keep the character personalities, like, the same. Like, if you've watched enough Team Hero, I think you probably have a good idea of, like, what Team Hero, what Team Hero characters would do what, so. But no shipping, though, please. I'll use them in fair use. Yeah. Do Matthew X Hawk? No. shit. Bro, I'm not using my main weapon, excuse me. What's this game want me to try and do? Throw, like, splat bombs? Well, I mean, I guess. I love Silender's music. Where is it? I see it's peaked and it's true. Oh, there's one more portal. Coming down. Yeah, I can't wait for Season 3 when I start using Blender. It's gonna be a huge learning curve, but at the same time though, now that I have some experience with animation, it should be a little bit easier to figure out. Honestly, SFM is hard for me, that's why I moved to Gmod. Yeah, mine's the opposite. Blender was too hard for me, so I moved to SFM. And now, after 1,000 hours in SFM, I'm starting to get frustrated with its limitations. So, that's why I'm moving to Blender soon. I guess. No. I'm trying to do a hackless run, Marina. Don't you understand? Sound wave damage? Like, that's gonna help me. We'll just do poison ink again, that's fine. Don't take damage. Don't get hit. Just don't get hit. I also play VR chat and make funny videos on it. You are a brave soul. I would never want to touch a VR chat. Do you happen to encounter people with furry avatars? No pearl drone. This is gonna be interesting. If I fall, I die. No? It's not. Are you sure it's the same VR chat we're talking about here? I only join with my friends privately. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. Okay. You never saw that message? I will see it eventually. I feel like I always end business level. Oh my gosh. That's... man. Alright. We will end there, chat. I had a good time. Lots of yapping. Need to get all that out my system. Alright. We're gonna end there. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, leaving a like down below and subscribing to the channel. We very much so appreciate it. Let's see, what else? I'll be streaming Sunday, same time. We will probably either be playing Zenless Zone Zero or Splatoon, one of the two. Time me out, please. Okay. But, yeah. Alright. So, good to see you again. Thanks. It's nice to see all of you again. But yeah, maybe either Splatoon or Zenless on Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I will be able to play Switch 2 as close to day one as possible with shipping and stuff like that. I'm not sure when that'll show up. But when it does, we will be having an awesome time with that. So with that being said, I'm an Odyssey 64. And I will see you guys in the next one.